Right, hello everyone, welcome back. Good morning. I'm still caffeinating, so just bear with me if I am a little slower than usual, but I'll try not to be. So we are going to be playing Hot Country again. And before I load the game, just a quick recap on what's going on. So 4 million tiles, 700 towns, 1500 industries, and we're still doing the town stuff, passengers and mail. Let's load. So I had said a bunch of times that I expect it will take the better part of 30 episodes to complete towns, and I have to cheat and check what episode this is, 21. I can tell you I'm not going to complete this in 9 more episodes because, but we're definitely doing better than 40%. I really should update that 40% thing. It's probably closer to, well, very literally 55. So for those of you not following religiously, I'm trying to draw a train line every 10, well, every 200 blocks, i.e. 1/10 of the map, and then just basically fill it in uh, down with the gem services, so like localized services. So obviously this is the sixth line, if I can count up to 5 or 6 while the coffee is kicking in. Actually, I should look at what I should be doing. Okay. Let's do gems. Let's do gems. And with that, my music has stopped. It hasn't just waited quiet. Fine. So yeah, this music's very quiet. I have no idea. Alright, let's actually do some playing. You're probably not here to watch me effing around with music. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of playing early morning, but I have a slightly busy-ish week, and I'd much rather not skip days of content. Yeah, the channel's not particularly busy in terms of viewership, but I still like to upload stuff. Okay, so we do. Uh, yeah, where's the other town? 600. Okay, can I have a look at the map? Yeah, I mean, optimally, I should have like a triangle service or something. Laziness is godliness. So 1, 2. Okay, just going to be here. And I should probably get the A vehicles. Yeah. In. There is now support, even in this particular version of the game, for push-pull trains, which is totally relevant for us, partially because 2cc trains is obviously ancient. It has no support for such things. Yeah, I did put these down. It's not here. But we should start here. And because we haven't really gotten around to doing trains much yet. Also, I think push-pull is one of those cute things that it might be, I don't know, useful for some people. Uh, like, the usual that OpenTTD can be played very specifically. Do you want to do shunting? Do you want to do, you name it, any particular thing? Yeah, I'm going to put this here because there is space. Just not in my mind, clearly. And so, for some people, it's really great that you can do push-pull. And then, again, if you've been following my mumblings and meanderings, I had a dreadful feeling here that the other passenger service I did was not shared orders. You. Shared orders. No, it's okay. So I'm working on a 2cc revival, basically. One of the many things happened was that I coded the push-pull element into it, and Jake worked a bit, and I think is still working on adding graphics to some of the coaches so that they look like they have driving cabs. I will at some point do not a playthrough, I think. I really am already overloaded. It's not really the word. I'm not overloaded with this, but if I want to put one video per day, both on this one and the big map, while having a day job and doing other things, just factually existing really, it's plenty enough. So yeah, I did put down a town. Stop. Really, coffee has not kicked in yet. It takes half an hour anyway, so it's just chemistry. So I was saying I don't really have the capacity to do a third playthrough at this point. I'll think about stuff. Do I want to keep coming farther out because I'm now like really in the yonder and beyond? No, I don't. Okay, I just casually went off this way. I do wish there was more music variety. It does get a bit repetitive. Also, I obviously poked the volume now. What if I do that? It moves. So I am taking this down because, especially when I do multiple episodes, it really burns in my brain and it's not fun. And then I never get any feedback on do you want it silent or music or something. Like I have YouTube playing in the background. Oops, I did not want to press that. So I'm listening to whatever. I don't know how you consume your video content. Can I turn it around? I mean, no one's going to come from this side and they can all turn it around there, so yes. Going back to the previous one, if you, as I said before, many times, if you feel like contributing to 2 CC chains, revival, preferably in the means of graphics design. Hit me up. I'll eventually start publishing the actual new GRF. I'm not even sure what I'm waiting for at the moment. I think, yeah, I'm just waiting for some feedback on some of the reorg I've done. And then I'll stick it on bananas for public consumption. Yeah, I'll do these. Actually, I have to come down all the way here and beyond, so it's coming through here. Not a problem. This is going to be one of those where I'll just bridge. Did that get built? Yes. And even this is a bit questionable, like the bridges could have been someplace here with an island or something, or like this place is a little forlorn. Okay, well, why don't I do this? Probably not the most sensible idea, but hey-ho. Anyway, if you feel like experimenting, it's not your own bananas. It's on GitHub. Although the newest version is not most up to date. Need to update the README because I actually maintain a public Google Drive link that almost no one knows about because I haven't put into the README. So each time I do a local build, it automatically copies to a Google Drive folder. Sausage wood. Okay, I could put stops here. I'm just thinking because, you know what? Fuck it. Just do it like this and then that's one stop. Reason being that if I put one of these mini stops, I could put here, yeah, whatever. And that's that. And these guys turn around here. Do I want that? Yeah. You know what? I'm going to do this, especially if they deign to go. So that's my problem, although I could have extended it this way, but it gets, you know, I am going to do that. Sorry, coffee not working yet. Now, of course, you're all congregating here. Okay, remove. Don't do that. Yeah, you go off. Now these come in. Great. Yes, all of you. This is. Hang on. So I want to remove before everyone else comes here. This one. This one. Actually, I don't so much care if they like me or not. Could just do this. I wonder if Poodle's wig is supposed to be a poodle's wig, or it's a poodle's wig, where poodles take a swig. Oh no. It is a complicated matter. And how far am I? Oh, not even close far, or you were just, no, I am close far enough, if that makes any sense, but I do want to come this way up, so that's not an actual problem. Mm. Yeah, so take 5, I am not likely to do a particular playlist with 2cc Revival, because honestly, I'm not that much into the whole, we need like narrow gauge branch lines and shunting and all that sort of stuff. I know it has a lot more to do with reality, but my other problem is that I don't think OTTD's growth settings are conducive to that. Conducive, whatever. Like, you put down a mine, and especially if you put engineering supplies into it, it just triples. If you start building passenger services, unless your economy speed is 125th, which is an overstatement, but you get the idea. Town starts to grow significantly, and again, I know this can be managed within settings. I really don't think I need 6 of these. And my huge bugbear with OTTD has always been that you know what, do it here. The railway stations are huge. Like, you could, what's this, 10 tiles? Not even. I mean, that's just a reasonably sized railway station. Okay, yeah, I don't think you can copy your own order list. An aircraft, that's a lion. Just in case I forgot something. Which has happened in the past. So the point being with my, sorry, just casually dropping dead here. Point being with my issue regarding oversized train stations is that, if I was to put down a 2-platform 5-station here, I would block off town growth. If I was to put down much bigger one on the proviso that it's going to grow anyway. It would again look stupid, take up a lot of space, and it's somewhere between silly and inefficient. Like, I always imagined now don't think I'll do this, but playing an actuarial city, I call it London, but you could, oops, I did not want that. Or name any reasonably sized city. It doesn't even have to be 10 million, just like Budapest, short of 2 mil, or do significant public transport. Actually, Budapest is not bad because it's a, globally speaking anyway, small city, with very extensive public transport. And why? This whole thing is just stupid. Okay. It's the Loxton, so they can turn around there. That's fine. That's a loop. And that's a loop. Goodies. And even this is like, why not just come through here? No, I don't want to metro, thank you. Okay, I don't really understand half of this. No, I still don't want new vehicles. It's hilarious, like coffee is slowly kicking in, but it's not full on yet. I'm less stupid now. But and that's actually half an hour since the coffee, because the coffee machine has a half an hour automatic turn off, and I can hear it doing its thing. That's 2, 3, 3. Right, I've been meaning to rename that thing. It's not Hyundai Rotom. Okay, so I think I should build this a little. I want. And this is not really going to work too easily. I need to come out like I should do myself a favor here. There's no requirement that I have to be a straight line. It's more of a, it would be nice to. Would be quite funny, and I'm sure this could be coded, but it's not going to be, and I'm not even going to make it an official suggestion that if farm towns are destroyed, farm output decreases. I think the issue is that like this one has a lot more tiles, but I don't actually think it has more outputs, then that needs to be standardized because I think a lot of this is randomized. Nope. Let's not come further, further, further in this case. Yeah, done. Yeah, I'm going to put that stop here. Then they can just turn around. It's precisely 1500. How far I've come down? Far enough, but I should actually connect these now that I had exnayed it previously. Randomly start here. Okay, you lot go. Yeah, and then they can turn around there and here, and that's fine. Should use keyboard shortcuts more. Yeah, I'm really not going to bother with this part now. Yeah, you might remember I had said at some point in the past I'm listening to all sorts of audiobooks, particularly in the sci-fi genre. Silly French words. You know, I already don't even know what I just finished because it was so much not my cup of tea. It was one of the Iron Banks books about culture. Um, what was it? I have 21 minutes left. And it was a use of weapons. I mean, I seem to disagree with the majority because I had a look on Goodreads and it's 4 point many. Like it's almost 5. That's why the game did this, but let's not. Okay, I mean, this will definitely need a reorg at some future point, but for the time being, we'll just leave it as is. And I admittedly have a tendency to superficially, don't need all this, superficially listen to books because I do it on the go. So I rarely end up finishing a book where I have no idea what happened throughout the whole book. This is one of those. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who has not read it or listened to it, but you basically have two storylines going, one going forward, the other going backward, and at some point they cross. Really? It should not. And I don't know. I think the guy's assuming, the narrator's assuming that people just guesswork half of the content, which is probably not that great. This hill. Okay, I don't mind the hill to stay, but then this has to go. Yeah, anyway, it's a weird book. It did not get the 4 point many stars from me. Totally redundant. Okay, we've made it back of sorts, and I've closed this because I'm an idiot. Doesn't matter. To be honest. So I appear to have. Do I even care? I mean, I do, but maybe not immediately. Let's put in. Oh. Okay, come down this far and then not immediately bother about it any further. Just want to make sure I'm not doubling up on this because I'm not really paying that much attention as you figured. It's very much a repetitive click, click, click. Okay, I am okay with this. This is fine. Many progress. Baby steps. And the reason why I did, what did I do? This is actually, I want to put a bridge. Let's do it like that, a bit more natural looking. I'll see about this. No, I know you're there. Ah, this was in the town? Yeah. I'm sure they'll unlove me in about 2 seconds, but hey. Okay, you lot go, and we do at least one more town here, because it's a bit more. I need to check the map. No, we're almost there. Mm. So this isn't too bad because they do take mail here, i.e. I can put down a full stop. Oh, goodies. Yeah, this loopy is a bit better. It breaks up the lack of timetables. I'll do say, why not? And they congregate on each other a lot less. I figured, as I said, possibly, if I ever finish these, other future games, TTD, OTTD, whatever, I mean, I'll be playing. They're going to be on much smaller maps, and really, I can't finish them in 200 odd episodes. They're way too big. 'Cause there are just so many great extensions. I'd like to do Steel Town. this axis. Someone's working on a kind of a petroleum FIRS FIRS fork, and it's like Iron Horse, obviously different thing, but still, and so on and so on and so on. And if each of them take me a calendar year, then both me and my audience is going to die of old age. Or both I and the audience. But also, you know, I don't know what the preferences are. Like, you know, are people willing to watch, or at least sneak into, that's the wrong word, peep into hundreds of episodes worth of stuff? But then again, 200 episodes is already brutal, hundreds of episodes. So but I don't really see the point of super short games. Like, you know, oh, anything 20. Hmm. I'm thinking about doing this. Also thinking it probably shouldn't be on a term. Not a huge fan of these. So I'm trying to get to, apart from wasting money and fixing the shoreline, because I clearly have some form of an OCD. I'm not going to do the whole thing, it's stupid. As go to Mac face. I don't even know what the shortcut is for Ipu, and I still think it's a shipyard. Wait, do I have any ships? I do have any ships. Passengers. Now I'm going to have a mail one. And I think I'm only going to update one type. So it makes things a lot easier. And it will be this. And it's going to be timetabled. I have 9 ungrouped ships. Well, can we hold them? Ink couple. And I think these are going to be small and couple. People. Can I do the same for mail? It would make life a lot easier. Yes, I can. What's your capacity? 250. Way too much, but fine. You go into mail and a lot of you GTFO. And I have 3 minutes. Nope, I don't want that. I want this. And Yeah, this. I'm not going to have enough time to fully finish all this stuff, but hey ho. Especially not if I have to bleep it in with bridges and stuff. Right. That will just have to be jammed here, I guess. In which case I want to put it out here. And I still want suburban. This one, 2 jacks. 5, okay. Yeah, so actual term connections do come later. Next stop, yeah. I'm trying to put down the actual stations in this particular episode, see if I succeed. Sweet. It would need to be on the other side, but makes my life easier if it's not. Eh. We hear them. Oh, okay. Well, not hear them because it's very literally next to the other one. Okay, I am convinced we have not enough stations because this does not feel like 10. I almost said this is a small map, but we all know it's not, and I can't use that. Okay, let's just. This is so terrible. These ups and downs really kill me. Did I totally miss a station here? Yeah, that was 54 minutes. You may have possibly heard that. Anyway, I shall put down a few more and then get my second coffee and do another episode and then. Shit. And then get on with life. Silly bottom. You know what? I'm going to pause here and just, usual. Thanks for watching. And I hope that was fun, me poking around with terms. And I shall see you in about 5 minutes in my time, 2 days' time in yours, or whenever you watch it. So thank you, and see you. Any thoughts, comments, usual, let me know. Bye bye.